By the autumn, utilities are completely off the charts today, gentlemen, and it has been established that Mr. Poole has gone there. Due to the fact that these external occurrences are bringing everything together, the case is currently on the verge of being officially closed and resolved. Additionally, Davy Shores is going to be arriving with some communications. What really is going on? Something is unquestionably ready to happen. How are you? Excerpts from the day are approximately 54 cents here, right? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. The fundamental question is whether or not we are soon going to make a significant shift. I really hope that's the case, guys. My sincere wish is that this is the case, and guess what? This has just made me extremely delighted and pleased today. Are you all prepared? According to this close CV, just and according to the odds, Trump's lead has increased to 8.6%. According to Polymarket or on Polymarket Men, the odds of winning are currently held by Trump at 54%, while the opposing team has 45% of the chance of winning. Nevertheless, Elon Musk has stated that all of this is currently taking place in betting markets. More accurate than polls, men, because there is actual money at stake in this situation. Are you able to see how people are gravitating toward which side? That's right, gentlemen, the new leader. Exactly, T appears like he is making a comeback, but it is important to keep in mind that when he does, Gary will be responsible for Donald Trump firing her the next month. I can't believe how funny this is. Exactly. Unquestionably insane, you guys do. Oh my goodness. It all comes together in a way that is very stunning, guys. It appears like the case will not be going all the way through for a few years, which is actually something that makes me glad. Exactly. Till the year 2026 or whatever. It would appear that this is going to be the end of it very shortly. From the show Watch Your Guru, Justin. Dan Gallagher, Chief Legal Officer of Robinhood, has expressed his desire to succeed Gary Gensler as chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission in the event that Donald Trump is elected president. You don't say that, do you guys? What is it? Exactly. In what would be a significant turn of events for the organization, Robinhood executive, Dan Gallagher has emerged as a favorite to succeed Gary Gensler, chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, who serves as the chairman of the United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF, in the event that Donald Trump is elected president once more in November, people. What exactly does that say? Isn't it time to get started? The situation for XRP is actually looking very promising at the moment. What is it? As a final example, however, keep in mind that when we discuss Robinhood, you should pay attention right now. A couple of months ago, Robinhood paid for the acquisition of Bitstamp. Pump it up. Yet, hold on. What is the connection between them? Reverberate. Indeed, you guys. Bitstamp is planning to develop a cryptocurrency derivatives exchange in close collaboration with Ripple over the next several months. During the year 2023, Ripple purchased a share in Bitstamp, which resulted in the strengthening of the relationship between the two companies. Do you not see it? Exactly the same. A perspective that is opposed to cryptocurrency has been developed by Gensler within the agency over the course of the past few years. By his leadership, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SE) has strongly embraced regulation through enforcement. Now that he is returning to the game, however, he is no longer in the picture, and a new guard has arrived in town. Do you agree? Which is something he adores. Whoever the company is working for is a huge fan of Ripple, guys. Also, is there a connection to Ripple in some way, shape, or form? Give it some thought. It has become clear that Gallagher is the most suitable candidate for their position. In addition to this, they have identified regulatory lobbyists and securities lawyers as the sources of information that Trump is considering making the transfer. Okay, so that's how it goes, guys. To put it simply, if you ask me, it is fairly absurd. After that, it would appear that he is truly planning to return to the game. And not just for that reason, there are a number of other ones as well. The warning of a red alert has been validated. As of right now, gentlemen, we are beginning to learn about XRP and the community that's surrounding it. To tell you the truth, this is extremely fascinating. China, Russia, and North Korea are not going to be adversaries of Trump if he is elected president, according to Trump. Is he going to be re-elected, men, if he is elected? None of them are strangers. All of them are going to end up being buddies. And what do you think would not take place? Exactly what does that imply? In the event that it is not, what is the last of the cards that they can play during the collapse? This is it. It's war. What else could it be if it's not war? It's clear to you folks. All of you are aware of what it is. It is the California, right now. Trump is in support of XRP with friends with all of the other countries, as the Riddler is always predicted to be. War, the final act, and everything being planned ahead of time are all things that everyone is saying. It's fascinating. There we have it, gentlemen. Isn't it getting out of hand? This is without a doubt the case. From David Schwartz, we move on to doesn't he eventually come into play at this point? I felt a surge of excitement. As a matter of fact, he hasn't done any of these in quite some time, to be honest. Prior to the one that you serve, gentlemen, all right, the picture is very intriguing. That is actually pretty interesting. In that case, what does this possibly mean right away? I see red and green right change into green, however, a lot of people in the comments are saying that this must be the notorious XP switch. I was wondering if this was the case. Do you agree? Switch the switch on. Isn't that switch been flipped yet? To be honest, we have witnessed it before. I can't recall the specific location from where this video originated. There is a possibility that Mr. Poole, if another CK was from the Mr. Poole guys, is that correct? So all of this is a true event, right? The act of flipping the switch is a real event. Coming from Alex Scott. Additionally, this is a lovely rendition of the language. I noticed that there are two switches. There is one for RLUSD and one for XRP. The Doge designer guys follow Elon Musk's account, and he literally says that someone should click this button, which displays the word reset. Is that correct? For the benefit of Mr. Poole. Guys, it is right around the corner, as far as it appears. In addition to this, because he returns with another tweet, the Starlink dish that is located on the dashboard provides me with access that is dependable enough to participate in a Zoom meeting in which there is no self-service. Okay, this is the most insane thing that has ever happened to me in my whole life. Having a conversation about a Zoom meeting, followed by a discussion about the absence of self-service options, Starlink is the topic of conversation among the boys. Once more, this was utilized specifically during the collapse. Quite literally, I brought this up many years ago. Alright, to put it simply, I did it. After everything else has been taken offline, Starlink will be operational again. This is the reason why I intend to buy my very own Starlink in the following year. Please wait until next year, people. For the next year. Not only because of the collapse, but also for some strange reason, in the event that my internet connection is temporarily disrupted. There are a number of compelling reasons, but he is not driving either of the guys. Who exactly is behind the wheel? It's possible that the Riddlers are. Mostly due to the fact that Howard Moon simply said Zoom. Is that going to arrive soon? Because hopefully Mr. Poole is concerned the timestamp for today. When he tweeted all of these tweets in the subsequent couple of tweets, he was meeting 1007 guys. We are going to discuss all of the delties for today, which will be based on the date that is currently in effect. Have fun at 1007 o'clock. Engage in 1007 while you enjoy it. I believe that my religion has been completely restored and that it has always been restored. In the red alert section, is because they are aware. They are well aware that events will take place in the future. What has been demonstrated in the past is corroborated by the from this point on. I have no idea what I'm expected to do with this. On the date of tomorrow, October 8th, 2024, David Schwartz 888 will begin its release. Is it correct that OX is 8 as well? As a result of all that is taking place, I am hoping that XRP will experience a surge to the upside. XRP is hoping that Alex Cobb will bring about some unpleasant volatility. At this very moment, it appears as though a pattern or a fractal of some kind is being generated. You only superimpose this on top of this. Indeed, it appears to be rather comparable. We make our way back down. We make our way back down. At long last, a retest. Now we'll go on to the local folks. I believe that this could very well come to pass. 60 cents is not going to arrive anytime soon. I am genuinely thrilled, friends. Let's go on to discussing the new Phoenicia system, shall we? Words have meanings and connotations. As a group of guys from NOTF, we are going to arrive here. Come on, let's look into this. As we move toward the fourth industrial revolution and robots and automation begin to render the jobs of today obsolete, while also significantly improving all of our lives and dramatically reducing the cost of living, we will need new ways to pay people and figure out who gets what. This topic will be the subject of a video that will be released in the future. It is impossible for an economy to function if it is dependent on everyone working the occupations that are available today in order to produce money, since those employment will no longer exist. Because of this, universal basic income is being gradually implemented. However, along with this will come regulations for obtaining it. This will effectively transform money into a global behavior mechanism, and the behavior that will be prioritized the most will be to reduce net carbon emissions and promote sustainability. Consequently, this is the system that Ripple is contributing to the construction of, and it is revolution in the sense that every nation and big organization requires it in order to function successfully. Indeed, it is a reasonable explanation. Taking into consideration the fact that the fourth industrial revolution will, in the not-too-distant future, render the majority of jobs obsolete. We require a new payment system that is capable of providing a universal basic income, as well as social credit for those individuals who are unable to find work in this transformed society. And along with that comes the innovative opportunity to create a more sustainable global ecosystem by